Welcome to Inside the Soundwave Internet TV Show, live from the beaches of Indian, Florida, where all of your local musicians get to tell their music story, from the beginning to the present. And now, here's your host, Mr. Soundwave.
Yeah, we're good to go.
And you're up.
We are up today, all right. Glad to have you all here today on the show. I've got Chris Midgalski with me today. Thanks, Chris, for being here today. He's going to tell us a lot about himself and the band URN. Is that a registered after URN, that little R?
Yes.
Is that part of the name? Or is it just there?
I'd have to inquire about that.
Okay, we'll have to inquire about that. Because I was wondering about that the other day because I've been advertising URN because Chris is on the show and he's in that band. I was wondering, maybe I forgot to put that little R in there because I'm seeing it. But anyways, it's a great day here today in Indian, Florida, and we have a lot of people buzzing and talking and things going on around the area, getting advertisers to continue to do this because we're just growing every day. We have a lot of new people coming aboard with Zim 0.40 and GS Teaser and The Vibe and Bruce Marion and Florida Discount Music and Open Mic. I mean, it's growing, so you need to be a part of that. So we can continue to give you some kind of good music information and people on the show right here in Indian, Florida, in Brevard County, Florida. That goes all over the world, right on the beach. Across the street is the beach.
It's a nice day outside.
And Chris is here today. You heard him. It's a nice day today. It's gorgeous, actually.
Yeah.
It's 70 degrees, a nice, kind of a chilly breeze.
Yeah.
Nice. But we're going to get started today with Chris. He was nice enough to come in and do the show with me today, and he's on his way out right after the show, heading north, I think.
Heading north.
So, he's traveling with the band. You're going for the band? Or you're
No, just a family vacation.
Oh, family vacation. He's in Florida in Paradise. But he's going to, that's cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah. He's going to tell us how he got started playing the guitar, and he's got a really, really cool guitar. What kind of guitar is that?
Right now I have a Ran Invader 8-string V.
Wow. That's in the pictures
that's in the pictures.
On Facebook?
Yeah, and I also have an Ibanez 2228 that I use.
Is that electric too?
Yes, that's an 8-string.
And what's the acoustic I see you playing?
That is a Washburn, and it's a nice acoustic, and I got that from a friend of mine.
Wow, that's cool. And you're friends with Mike De La Chapa. You know Mike
Yes, yes, Mike is a great guy.
Good. I bet you were in there. Were you trying his guitars out? You were there?
Yeah. I do on a regular basis there.
Yeah, Mike's got some nice guitars over there, Florida Discount Music and Open Mic, nice lounge. Chris, tell me, how old were you when was it guitar you first picked up?
Yes, 1985 time frame. My mom got me a Supro, an old Supro from my grandfather, and I doodled on that for a couple years, and then I moved up to I can't remember. Geez, I can't remember. I think it was a GTX guitar as an off-brand.
I remember those. I mean, that brand.
Yeah,
they're still around.
I'm not sure.
Believe it or not, I've seen that brand.
But yeah, I started taking lessons at 14 or 12, somewhere in 1987, and I just took off from there.
So you didn't pick up drumsticks or a trombone or
allegedly
bass?
There's footage of me playing drums for about 10 seconds on one of the YouTube pages, and it's pretty embarrassing. So,
is there really?
Yeah.
What's that doing on there?
Just making fun of me. So
you shut that off. That's cool. 1985, right when things were really.
I was about 10 years old.
Things were really kind of changing.
But I didn't really.
10 years old.
Yeah, I got my first guitar, but I didn't actually start really delving deep into it until I was around 14. Started digging into some Metallica and stuff like that, Iron Maiden, typical. Yeah, that's my favorite band.
That's mine too. I watched them again on Palladia the other night.
Oh yeah.
The World Tour.
Yeah. Yep.
I watched it again, and then I had to see it. That's the 10th time I've seen it, but.
Yeah, they're a great band. 30-something years.
So they influenced you?
Yeah, it's.
Well, they got 4 guitarists, don't they?
3 now. So.
Oh.
They they got 3 guys.
Oh yeah, 3 and a bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But
and the drummer hidden behind all the cymbals.
yeah.
Cool guy. That's cool. So Iron Maiden and Metallica.
The big 4, Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer were my main influences for guitar. And as I got older, I got into more technical guitar playing. So it just, while grunge was getting big, I was getting into lead guitar players like Steve Vai. And
were you doing cover music?
And at that time, I was playing original.
15 years old.
I was playing original medals with a local friend of mine named Tony, and Brian Dorr. Yeah, we played as a 3-piece original group, and we had some heavy songs, and then those around us were getting on our case. So I eventually got into a cover scene for a couple years with Sean Lowe from Overload. And that's his current band, and we did.
Yeah, I know that band. Yeah.
Yeah. I played covers locally, Cocoa Beach, Titusville area, and from there I wanted to get back into metal, and that's when I decided to form Diabolic Intent. And around 96.
96?
Yeah, that's when I started looking for people, and I ran into a Tony Burns, and we set the band up. And as time went on, interchange of members, we established ourselves in 1998. And from that point on, we did 4 albums, and 1 was recorded in South Africa. And we've done...
How did it get recorded in South Africa? I mean, how do we get over
We went
there?
to Johannesburg. We got the band got invited, and it was all paid for. And we had a great experience. It was the month of February 2006 for the whole month. And we had a great time. We learned a lot, and we really got to know each other. And we come back, and we did 40 shows, I think, in support of that album. Yeah, over a course of 8 or 9 months and a year. And that was album number 3. I'm trying to think. It's racking my brain. It's just been a while. But Diabolic Intent was a very heavy band for this area, so we had to really move around a lot and play shows out of town, which was kind of crazy at that time. Yeah. And we played a lot of shows in town.
Out of state?
Yeah, we opened up for Lamb of God in North Carolina, in Lafayette in 2002, and we played with Cannibal Corpse in 2001 in Tallahassee. We played a few shows in Miami and a lot of shows in Orlando, and we also made it over to Louisiana.
Wow.
And yeah, the lineup has changed over the last course of a few years. We were a 5-piece and 4-piece and back to 5-piece, and then we're a 3-piece, and then our drummer just recently moved to New York, and we were in.
He got up and you said he did.
Yeah, he just decided to do his thing and go up to New York, start another band up there. No problem with that. So we're looking for somebody to maybe when the time comes right to reactivate Diabolic Intent. We'll look for the right guy and start it again.
A lot of good drummers around here.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the right drummer.
Yeah.
Right. And recently,
that's heavy metal, though, isn't it?
Yeah. The metal band. Mop, or Kevin Monahan, as is known, was a very good drummer, and he fit the band well for almost 10 years. And we did a lot of shows with him, and really enjoyed his company. And he
wasn't playing with anybody else during the downtime on the band?
No. He may have jammed with a few people over, I'm not sure. I just was always at his practice area to jam. And we wrote a lot of material together. And there's
So you went up to New York City?
He did, yeah. He's in New York State or somewhere up there.
Somewhere up in New York State, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of cold, but that's okay. Yeah. It's bad for drummers when you get older, because it's starting to stiffen up a little bit when it gets a little cold. But that's so there's a possibility that down the road somewhere you could
find the right guy.
Find the right guy, get the band.
The band I'm currently in now is called URN.
Oh,
and I thank Dominic St. Charles for the opportunity to allow me to play with them. And I really enjoy what URN is and what they're all about. And the history behind a band is just huge. And I just didn't know. I had no idea. He saw me play with Diabolic in Cocoa with the legendary Obituary Band from Tampa. They've been all around the world, but Dominique came out and we got to talking, and the rest is history. I've been in a band 9 months, and I was privileged enough, I would say, to do 2 short tours with them up to Chicago and back, and had a great time. A lot of fun. And
now, on those tours that you go with them, is it with other bands, or you guys are just
there's local bands.
Hook up caravan type thing, right?
No, the local bands in the area, like in St. Louis.
So wherever you go, it's the local bands?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And we played in St. Louis at Pops, and that was a very amazing experience. And there was...
Now, when you played in St. Louis, was it the whole band or just the small... Because
it was seven
piece
no, it was a 6-member lineup.
6-member?
For Earn, for that show. The night before in Chicago was a 7-member. So, I'm trying to think. That was back in June of 2012. So,
that's last summer.
Yeah, we've just done a lot since then. And we recently, the guys came down from Chicago, and we played 4 shows here in Florida, and also shot a video. And
I saw the setup for the video.
Yeah,
where was that located on the Indian River? I was trying to figure out where. Can't tell you that.
I can tell you, but I'm just kidding. No, it was right near Florida Discount Music. Right near there. Along there.
All right.
Yeah, I just... we had to do it real early in the morning, we'll put it that way, so we had to get out of there, so...
Yeah, it looked early.
Yeah, it was about 6 a.m. when we got there. Yeah. And thanks to Noel from Global Rapture Productions for...
nice job.
Doing a great, spectacular job for that video.
It looked pretty cool. I would have...
Yeah, it was an interesting experience and had a lot of fun at it.
Now, that video is due to be released? Coming up?
Easter Sunday, and we're looking forward to it, and I hope everybody likes it.
Yeah.
It's my first appearance with Earn in a video, so...
We got a sneak peek of that, 45 seconds.
Oh, we do have a sneak peek of it?
Yes, we do.
Woo! Got a sneak peek of that video coming in during the show, 45 seconds.
Is it 40? Okay.
Yeah, coming up in about 10 minutes.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
I guess. It's okay. I don't want to get you in trouble now. I guess... it's a 3-4 minute video?
7 minutes. 6 or 7. Yeah, 45 seconds would be good.
Yeah, it would be all right. That's a good preview. Boy, you guys got to see this during the show. When we take a break, we'll let you know when it's going to be played. So, but I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to just watch. Okay, we'll show them that during the show. Okay.
Yeah.
We also during the show today on the second break. After the second break, we're going to have Bob Lambert here live. On stage, he's going to play a couple of his original songs for you on acoustic electric, and he's going to sing them. Bob is part of the family here at ISW, has been for quite a while, with his former band and his present band, Southside Junction. Got a crazy drummer in that band. He's a wacko. He's going to be here shortly. He's here now, but we're not going to tell him that he's singing in a little bit. Well, we're just going to put him on stage. And
this will be my first time seeing Bob. I've been following his blogs for a while, and I really like reading what he has, and been wanting to hear his music.
Yeah, Bob's pretty well known here in Brevard. He had Invisible Ink before.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, they did a couple of CDs upstairs with the recording studio. We'll have to bring you up there and let you take a look at the studio too. Part of the studio was purchased from my buddy Mike Della Chapa.
Oh.
At Florida Discount, and my other buddy Bruce Marion down there.
That's a nice guy too.
He was on the show.
Yeah.
Too. Just about a month and a half ago. Yeah. Bruce is a great guy too. We're going to talk about them during breaks a little bit, about Florida Discount Music and Open Mics. Bruce Marion, good sponsors coming aboard to help out this TV venture that we've had going on. Show 26 today with Chris. And with Todd Taylor, you need to see the Banjo Man. You need to check him out.
Yeah.
You know,
Fast fingers.
Yeah, fastest banjo man in the world,
wow.
Which he is.
Awesome.
Todd calls me. Todd's been calling me every night. Thank you, Todd, for your encouragement. It's nice to have somebody like you encouraging me and giving me confidence to keep going and not to lose my cool too much. Todd's at 204,000 views.
Wow.
And every time he goes on a national TV, radio station lately, been doing national radio stations, and he mentions ISW, and he put the show on his website, right on the front page. The guy's just phenomenal. I mean, we're hitting, as you would say in Boston, we're hitting a quarter of a million views here with Todd. So that's great. So you got to check him out.
All right.
He's a good friend.
No problem.
Bob over there tuning the guitar, and we're going to be going. And how are we doing, Keen? I think I see my clock.
We can take a quick break to thank.
Break.
Yeah, we can take a break to thank the sponsors.
So we're going to see the Earn video.
I can't hear my engineer. He's not coming.
Can you hear me
headphone.
now? We can take a break.
I just want to say two names before we take a break. Thank you, Hannah Pop, watching over there in Milan, Italy. She's been following us on Facebook and liking everything and commenting and spreading the word over in Italy. That's my home. And Janine for saying, Will, you need to post your stuff on my website because I've got a lot of friends and they watch. So thank you, Janine, for doing that for us. And Eric Hutchins from the band The Vibe, who's going to come on as sponsors and advertise on the show. Thanks, Eric. We really appreciate that. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Watch the video. I don't know what video it is, but we got a video coming up here. I can't, like I said, I've lost communication with my engineer. Don't go away. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back with more Chris. He's got to tell us a lot more about himself. Okay? Stay tuned. Back. That was the best video. No, not really. But Neil Pert said it was a good video. He's right here behind me. Neil and Getty and Lifeson.
Awesome.
We're going to have the video coming up very shortly. It's a little bit of a slow process today, but we will have the video. And as soon as he has the video ready, I'm going to cut off and we're going to take a short break. But we're going to continue to talk, but I want to back up a little bit on Chris and go back a little ways. And the first band you played in, do you remember that name of that band? I mean, you're just a young guy in the 80s.
Well, I jammed with friends, and we never really established ourselves, so we didn't make a name. But the first cover band I played with was Stress Factor, with Sean Lowe, Mike Minikis. And
where was that?
That was in Titusville, actually Mims area.
Bavard.
Yeah, North Bavard. And we
Barely
played top.
It's North Bavard.
Yeah. It's a little
I'm kidding. It's way up.
It's off the grid.
Yeah, it's almost Volusia, but
and
we count it.
We played top 40 covers like Pearl Jam and Kiss and quite a few other normal stuff that you hear on the radio. And I just got more interested in...
Were you a teenager?
Yeah, about 18, 19. And that's when I got my first 7-string guitar, was about that time in 1995. And that's what got me more interested in metal, even more interested. And I started pursuing original stuff and got into writing what would be the precursor to what Diabolic Intent is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So that's one of your pre-bands.
Yeah. Had a lot of fun doing it. What
was the name of that band again?
Stress Factor.
Stress Factor.
Yeah. Oh, and Keith DeSoto.
90s, though. This is
it's the 90s. I was just out of high school and college, and that's what kept me going. So.
Oh, that's cool. And playing guitar. Now, let me ask you about the guitar. Was that do you play lead or rhythm? Or do a little bit of both?
In Diabolic Intent, I'm a predominant rhythm player with occasional leads. And in the beginning, I was a lead guitarist for the cover band. But as time went on, we'll get into this later, my progression of what was wrong with my hands. Is
okay.
All right, so
Okay.
it's just not allowing me to play lead. So, and Ern, the lead singer, does all the lead guitar, and he's great. So he's a great lead guitarist, and I think
What's Dominic do? Pretty much the vocals?
he does vocals, leads, and rhythms, and he also writes 90% of the material.
Yeah, I
maybe more.
know he's pretty much a major part of the.
Yeah, he is.
The leader, more or less.
And he's a very talented individual, and that's what I got so attracted to what he could do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I invited him to play with DI for 5 or 6 shows back in
Cool.
end of last year before drummer Mop left. And he just did an amazing job. I consider him a part of DI, and he considers me a part of Ern. So
That's cool. And he's from Chicago.
yeah, he now resides down here.
Oh, he's down in Florida.
Yeah, he resides in the area, and
A lot of Chicago people.
yeah, he lived in Chicago, and that's where Ern started. And they've done close to 700 shows in 10 years, and they've opened up for Nightwish, Fin Troll. These are European bands. They've done shows in Canada, Mexico, Guatemala, and I'm not sure some other Latin countries. I'm not very clear because I didn't know the history of the band too well.
Right. What genre is that now?
It's gothic rock. It can get as heavy as DI,
Mm-hmm.
and but they are, I'd say, more gothic rock. It's just hard to. I come into the band. I had a little bit of heaviness to the guitaring. They were pretty heavy, but with the 8-string guitar, it kind of adds a little deeper tone to it, and hopefully it works out.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, does the band do smoke and any kind of fire, flames?
No, it's all about the music.
It's all about the music.
No
No flashiness. I mean, nothing really.
Dominic has a great stage presence, and he's fun to watch on stage. And same with Julian. He is the bassist. He's great front. They run a good front line, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And I kind of stand
Guys
on the
up
side
front.
and hold the rhythm for whenever he goes in the lead or a
Have
keyboard.
the two of them been together a while?
Yes, about 13 years,
Yeah,
and
see.
with a short break. I'm not sure. Again, if we can get Dominic eventually on the show, he can fill you in.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great. Oh, wow.
He's a fantastic person.
Well, you should talk to him.
Yeah.
I know you will.
Yeah.
You'll talk.
Yeah.
I'd love to have him on the show. That'd be great. He's in Florida, so it can't be too bad.
Yeah.
I had Todd Taylor come all the way down from South Carolina, and he drove
Wow.
down here to be on the
6-7
show.
hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
He drove all the way down here to be on the show, and some other guests I've had are come all around Brevard in Florida. I try to stay in Brevard, but I will do national tour. But Todd Taylor did live in Palm Bay for 9 years,
Cool.
so we're all Brevard people.
Yeah.
We got a lot of good musicians here.
Yeah. It's when DI was trying to get started, we were ridiculed for being how heavy and intense we were, and as we slowed down, the metal scene in Brevard has just boomed. There's a lot of great bands like Prophecy Z14 and Murderfly and Another Life Spared, and these guys are really doing good.
Yeah.
They're playing all over the place.
Right. Yeah. Well, you forgot to mention one. Who was I?
Who was I? Yeah. I'm sorry, Aaron and
No, I got them in there.
yeah.
Yeah, they're part of that group.
What's good? Yeah, I've known him for many years.
Yeah, you've known
and
the guys. Stowie.
Aaron lent our drummer Liam a drum set for the 4 shows we did in Florida. So thank you for that.
That's where I've seen that set.
Yeah, that's Aaron Dietz's drum set.
I said there can't be another one of those around here. And I saw the set, and I'm going, wow, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we're grateful for that. So.
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Very good. I don't know what. Well, anyways, that's a good group of bands right
Yeah,
there.
and there's quite a few more. Blame the Tyrant, that's another good band. These guys are really. It's amazing what the response they're getting, and when we were starting, it was not as popular.
Back then.
Right, back then it was a lot harder, so we had to travel a lot further.
Yeah,
and we made our we established ourselves in Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and Tampa, and occasional shows in Miami. I think we did 2 or 3, and Tampa was where we really did good.
Did good.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right too. There's nothing wrong with Tampa.
Yeah.
You know,
we haven't had the opportunity to play over there recently because
Tampa's a lot bigger than Brevard. I mean, than Melbourne. You know, you get into Tampa and you got a bunch of people there like you. You're doing okay.
That's what they call the death metal capital of the world. That's where a lot of the Cannibal Corpse and Obituary and trying to think. There's so many bands. Monstrosity. Yeah, that's a very. I saw footage of them being in France. Well, they're up there.
Well, you know, in Europe they love that.
Yeah,
they love that.
And 6 Feet Under. That's another group that's just really, really good. So.
Yeah, one of my friends used to work here is on 6 Feet South.
6 Feet South.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
But Ryan Harper.
Actually, I know that name.
You know Ryan. He's a big dude, big guy, about 6'5", 6'6".
I've probably
Husky.
seen him at Florida Discount Music of all places.
He does the horrorcore, rap horrorcore type stuff.
I forgot to mention, there's an innovative guitar player. His name is Robert. He's a guitarist, a circuit bender, and these guys are really crazy guitaring. Like,
really,
it's very innovative, and I really like them, and I'd like to push them. So.
Are they around here?
Oh yeah, the Rockledge area.
What's that name again?
Circuit bender.
I heard of that. Never got to see them. Wow. And they're playing out and around.
Yeah, I haven't. They just got it was a guitarist and a drummer, and it's just fun to watch. You know, the guy would do all these crazy sounds and stuff like Rage Against the Machine guitaring. No singer, no bassist, and they finally got a full lineup. And I'm curious to see where they're going.
Where they're going.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Rockledge too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's where they're based out of, and I don't know how far. I don't know much about them. So.
That's pretty good. Yeah, we had Stoey and Darren on the show just a couple weeks ago.
Stoey, he's a nice guy.
Great bunch of guys. Yeah. And I had Aaron on back in October, November last year.
Again, Aaron, I can't thank you enough for helping the Earn guys. So
that's good. Very nice. Oh, maybe Aaron heard that, or he'll hear that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Good. What happened to my engineer? Is he still trying to do the videos?
Yeah, we're burning them.
Okay, we're doing a marathon today.
It's burning. They're burning.
They're burning. We'll have them hopefully ready by dinner, 6 p.m., because Chris has to hit the road in a little while. Heading north. Yeah, well, you can't really go much south, but you can. Yeah. You're going to go up into that cold weather.
No comment.
Oh, boy, I hope not. Yeah, you don't want to know. All right. Oh, well, this gives me a chance to take a little break and say something about Zen .40 and Sheila and Serge, Patrick, and the lady drummer. How can I forget her name? Well, anyways, Zen .40, she's a great drummer, too. I want to thank you for coming aboard and being a sponsor. And I want to thank Bruce Marion and Marion Music for coming aboard and being a sponsor. And Mike Delachapa at Florida Discount Music and Open Mic.
Mike, thanks for the strat, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Minute Chris walked in the door today, I said, geez, man, I've been into Florida Discount Music so many times, and I saw you there.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out.
You were, well, I thought you were actually an employee. I'm not kidding. I did.
No, I used to, before Diabolic Content practices, I would go there and just hang out with Dan. And, well, I hang out with Mike now, but so.
Yeah, Dan's, he really tears it up.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player.
And I want to thank Mike for coming aboard, and I know that Jazz Teaser and one of my best friends, Steve Murray, who has helped the studio out and the show for 2 appearances, and Steve is also approaching for 2 shows 17,000 viewers. Thank you, Steve, for your continued support. We really appreciate it because you are a very well-liked fellow here in Brevard. And also, as we're seeing around the world, thank you. We'll see you at our open mic that we'll be having here very shortly. There'll be some information coming out about that here on Facebook and wherever else I can post it. Coming up real soon. And The other band was The Vibe with Eric Hutchins. Thank you. Eric, we'll get you up and running next week as an advertiser on the show. And the Rocktism benefit coming up April 27th, right here on the soundstage with 7 bands. I think we were almost close to having the 7 bands. Are we not, Bob?
I think we're on our 8th one now, and still with plenty of time to
Sure.
spare.
All right, so we've got room to spare. Bob, yell out your phone number for me so they can contact you. Or do you want to do 321 338 2501. Bob Lambert's lining up the bands. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we also just pulled aboard the lineup of Chrome Horses.
Cool. Yes, sir, that's the 8th one. That's the 8th band.
Well, we're doing really good. We got the Chrome Horses coming on. Wow. We've got Jess Teaser. We've got Bob Lambert's band, Southside Junction. I'm going to go on, but we'll give you the lineup. I've got them somewhere. But I got so much information I want to talk to you people about today, and I want to thank you for your support. I don't know about my engineer, but we're going to take a short break.
I'm working it in here. I'm working it.
We're going to take a short break and show you some banners and stuff. Maybe we'll have Bob come on and play a couple of tunes here shortly. And we'll be right back. Don't go away. We got a lot more. Chris is going to talk about URN and some more, and about what they're doing and their songs. And Bob's going to play some music for you. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Strings are on that. Looks like a movie slips.
Yeah, he just innovated. He was going to do it without that drummer. Yeah,
regardless, he would have done it.
Yeah, he's just an amazing guitar player.
And they don't lay the guitar down and actually play the pedals.
Yeah.
things. All right, I'm Bob Lambert. And I'd like to thank ISWs. And Chris, you're awesome, brother. You're doing a great job, man. Thank you very much. Camera guy's got a camera going. Bill's on the sound. Hello, Mr. Will Spatafora. I'll get the name right one of these days. I'm like him, man. I'll say it 1,000 times. But I'm going to play you a couple of songs here while they're on break, and then we're going to have Chris come back up here, man, and tell you the rest of his story, man. The guy's an awesome person. Wait till you meet him live.
Well, I like country mixed with rock and roll. Go together to funky down to your soul. And if you like the two-step or you dance real slow, or if you like to get down and let your body go. But first you got to unwind, unwind. Let yourself unwind. Let your body, your mind unwind. First unwind, unwind. Let yourself unwind. Let your body, your mind unwind, I say. Let's unwind. Let's unwind. Start with your hands. Now move your feet. Do where you stand. Do it on your feet. And you can do it at the chair. And you can do it at home. Do it in a crowd. But first you got to unwind, unwind. Let's unwind. Let your body, your mind unwind. First unwind, unwind. Let's unwind. Let your body, your mind unwind, I say. Let's unwind. Let's unwind. But first you got to unwind, unwind. Let's unwind. Let your body, your mind unwind. First unwind, unwind. Let's unwind. Let your body, your mind unwind.
Yes, sir. If you can get the chords right, Bob, you've done a good job. Yes, sir. Again, I'd like to thank Will and the ISW studios. You know, I can't get over how somebody like himself could meet somebody like me and just give me everything he's given. So, and being here live, I guess I got to thank my pacemaker and Lord, but being here live on TV, I think Will. So, this one's called Angel on the Beach. I wrote this one several years ago when I was living in Mims waiting for my house to be built.
such a beautiful day. So I decided to take a walk down on the beach where I'd never been. Lord, it's been a while since I walked in this mud sand. And I sat down on the beach and I looked out across the waves. And I said, Lord, it's such a beautiful day. Sometimes you seem to take it all for granted. Sometimes we never really see it at all. But right when I thought it was all out of reach for someone like me, that's when I saw an angel on the beach. Angel on the beach. Sometimes it seems to take it all for granted. Sometimes you never really see it all. But right when I thought it was all out of reach for someone like me, that's when I saw an angel. That's when I saw an angel. That's when I saw the angel on the beach. Angel on the beach. Angel on the beach.
And truly, after I wrote that song, I saw the angel on the beach. So there you go, man. There it is. I haven't had anybody throw rocks at me yet, so yeah. But my band, Southside Junction, and don't let him fool you. Will is the drummer, and he's freaking awesome, if you can say freaking live, you know. So Will, thank you, bro. And how many more minutes we got? All right, well, thank you very much, bro. Yeah. And now you're going to hear more about Chris because he's the one you want to hear about. Love you, Chris. Thanks, bro.
Sean's got that knack. He's done all the bands.
No
right.
card.
You're up, boss.
I didn't say no card.
I have no idea. You must hit record.
There you go.
You're up.
We're on. Bob Lambert just did a couple of songs for you on the show. Thank you, Bob. It was great to hear that because I never get to hear you play and I never get to hear the songs because my brother plays drums for him in the band. That's,
Bone Crusher?
I think it's Bone Crusher plays.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that.
Yeah. I just want to take one second before we get right to Chris. I have a van that we use for the studio in the band, van that I've had for the studio in the band for quite a while, and tires are getting pretty bad on it. It's getting kind of rough. The three of them are pretty bad, and then one of them's the one that does have some good tread on it. It's got a big old screw in it and a plug.
There can be only one.
Yeah, there can only be one. And so when I'm cruising up and down 95 with the van loaded with equipment, I'm kind of like praying the whole way, please, Lord, because you know how vans are. When they blow a tire, they flip and wobble and swerve and everything all over the place, especially when you're doing 70 or more. Bob Lambert's taking the van today and doing me a favor, the biggest favor I've actually had anybody do for me. He's taking the van with him today home, and he's putting new tires on the van. I'm speechless. I cannot thank Bob enough for his friendship and his kindness to take the van, the studio van, and put some new tires on it. 4 new tires up in Cocoa. Bob, thank you. I know you've been part of the studio now for over 2 years, and I'm really touched by that affection of doing that for the studio and me to keep the drummer safe. While he moves the equipment around to the gigs.
Just for everything you do for
And
us.
I can't thank you enough, Bob, and your partner Ruth of many years. For doing that, I gotta watch my eyes. I can't let them water up because they were watering up before. Thank you, Bob. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I love you. I want to get back to Chris here too. Was that Oz? You hear the Oz in there? Aw.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get to Chris. The show is on Chris today, and his music history. Here in Brevard for quite a while. He's been bouncing around Brevard, playing guitar for Diabolic
Intent. Yeah.
I do remember that band.
Yeah, and now I'm part of URN.
URN. Now we're on to URN. We got to do URN. Yeah. Now, tell them a little bit about URN.
URN is a gothic rock / metal / folk. There is some good folk stuff in there. You just got to dig deep and find it. It's they're based in Chicago, and
Right.
they are very. Well, I don't. They're good. Yeah, that's why
They have CDs out.
Yes. I can plug that. I'll plug it in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they do have some CDs out.
Yes, they do have 3 releases, and we're getting ready to start working on a new one.
On the new one.
Yeah.
Those released, do they have a website?
Yes. URN Central, Reverb Nation, and on Facebook, URN Central.
I had that just a minute ago
Yeah.
up on here. Where can people buy? Do you know if they can buy them online? I'm sure they can buy their CDs online.
Yeah, I'll have to do that at the end.
That's cool. Yeah, I can see they came right up on Facebook. URN, URN on Facebook. It's got a nice picture of the members. And, yep. Are you in that picture?
Yes.
Right over here.
Right there, yeah.
Okay. Second from the right.
Yeah, that picture was taken in a Chicago downtown back alley, and it was a very good location, and we just snapped a shot. That was a pretty good feat to be able to get all.
That's a cool picture. Good
Yeah.
picture. And when you see all those guys, you're wondering. I know I was wondering. I'm saying, wow, that must be a. Awesome
Ern has a very extended family. There's quite a few members that help out, and then there's the core guys, which is Julian and Dominique and Liam, and then there's some backup guys in just in case somebody can't make it.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, then they're always ready. They can keep
Ern
right
is
on
always ready to go.
Yeah. One way or another. If one drummer can't make it, they have a backup.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's incredible. I was reading, in the advertisement that I made for you, the poster for Facebook, I tried to put as much as I can about the bio of the band. There's quite a bio on this here. If you go in the Facebook and about, it's a nice large bio. Well, maybe it was. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's large. Chicago based, and go back to 2002 or 3 or 3, I think it says there. Desecrated Ashes?
Yes, that's one of their albums. I believe it's the first one. And they're getting ready to re-record those songs.
To revise them?
Yes. Yeah. And if we can get Dominique on the show, we'll have him delve into that.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's cool. About the band, the video will be out on Easter.
Easter Sunday, Cast in Amber. It's a fantastic video. It will be released, and hopefully we can get the 30-second clip today.
Yeah, he's going to show that.
All right.
45, I think.
Oh, 40. Oh, okay.
He
Push an envelope.
He kind of well, that's all. I don't know why he went 45. I guess that's what he thought anyways. But we're going to give you a sneak preview of that. That's coming out. Wow, that's next Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect timing.
Easter already.
It was a beautiful day when we shot that video. It was awesome.
I saw. Yeah, it looked
very early
cool.
in the morning. It was actually kind of warm. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
We're going to close with that, guys.
Yeah, we're going to close with that video at the end of the show. So make sure you don't just when we sign off say goodbye. Watch the video, and if you didn't get to see the show right this afternoon, you can watch it at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. At our ISW-TVstudio.com, countless times, hundreds of times, day after day, year after year. We'll be there. Chris will be there. His show's number 26, and you'll see him on the list of all the nice artists that we've had here in Brevard County on the show. It's an honor to have him here today. One more question about yourself. You're happy with the band Earn. You're doing really well.
Very happy with Earn, and I'm privileged or honored
to be part of that.
Yeah, I feel very
that's great.
Happy.
That's really good. What about one more thing? What your acoustical stuff? I've seen.
Oh, that's I love it.
I like that.
I like classical guitar and I like flamenco guitar. And if you know the history of DI, we have tidbits of that stuff enveloped in the music. And I like to screw around with that. But
where can they go see some of your...
you can go to diabolicintent.com, and then that's like a hub. And there you can go to Facebook or YouTube or any of that.
On Reverb?
Reverb Nation. And my name, Christopher Midgalski, on Reverb Nation. You can hear some of my acoustic stuff. SoundCloud, that's another good one. Mm-hmm. And I think... can't remember.
Yeah, so they can go and hear some of your acoustic stuff too, which is really good.
Yeah, it just I'm wanting to write some more, but I'm having issues with my hands, and I have Parkinson's disease, and it's working on not curing but controlling that. So,
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
they're making leaps and bounds as they get with this. Incredible. You do a great job. You certainly would know it. So, exceptional.
Thank you.
A lot of people picked up on you. I knew when I started looking at your picture a little more, because some of them you got your hair. One of them, my wife didn't know if that was the front or back when she first took a quick look at one of them, and I said, no. And she goes, oh, wow, look at his hair.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but I did remember.
I can't do that anymore. It's just too hard.
What's that?
Swing my hair all over the place.
Well, he certainly.
I'll leave that to Dominic. He's the guy that really puts on the show. And
yeah, he looks like he puts on a powerful show.
Yeah, he's the man. So.
So, is there anywhere we could kind of watch where the band's going in the next month or
we got
two
some,
or three?
in July, we have some shows coming up in Latin America. And if everything works out, we're in negotiations, and we should hit Mexico and a couple other countries. So this will be the second or third time I think Ern's been down there. Mm-hmm. And they get a positive response. And
well, they have some strong concerts down there.
Yeah.
Down in South America and Central America?
I'm not...
but I mean...
Yeah, there, yes.
They liked it. Like Iron Maiden was like, they were just climbing up the trees. They were going crazy down there with that kind of music. But I don't know if that's...
Ern is...
is that the same...
Yeah, well,
kind of...
There's a little bit of influence of that in there, and there's also Typo Negative, and I can't remember all the... He's got such a wide variety of writing skills, and I hear different aspects of music from around... So many different ones. He's just a talented guy.
Well, that's good because you get a little bit of everything. You're not just kind of like...
And hopefully when I start helping him write and everything, I can add a little bit of heaviness to it.
Okay. With DI...
DI is...
I mean, is that the kind of influence you're talking about?
No, I've got acoustic skills. I just want to use them appropriately and how he sees fit. And
oh, cool.
You know, if he asks for some 8-string, I'll put some 8-string in there.
Yeah, tell him about your guitar quickly, too.
I have a prototype Ran Invader V 8-string that was made in Poland, and it's a very nice guitar, and I'm very happy with it.
It's pretty neat. You can see it's on Facebook, isn't it?
It's on Facebook, yes.
It's on his Facebook page. Yeah. Pretty neat looking guitar, and it's 8-string.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a big beast.
I know that one of the guys in Murderfly has, I don't know if it's a bass player or not. I mean the
7-string. Oh, you mean Prosty Z14's bassist Oz?
Yeah.
That's a fantastic bass player.
What the heck?
Yeah, he's a great bassist. Yeah, he really adds a lot to it.
There's no frets on it neither, is there?
I think it is a fretless neck. Yeah. There's pictures of me and him together on my Facebook page, and then there's plenty of stuff on Prosty Z14's Facebook page.
I mean, he hits all those notes.
Yeah, he's a great bass player.
Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, that you know a lot of the fellas around there.
Yep.
I didn't know that at first, that you knew a lot of those band members. And
yeah, the Bavar metal scene, we all know each other, most of us do, and we all work together to try. And there's a couple of guys that really push the local scene, and it's Chris Marsh, and he is a great promoter. He puts on great shows at the County Line and the Haven and a couple other places, and also a J.B. Brock out of Tampa. That's another great promoter that is doing a good job and helping promote metal in Florida.
Awesome.
And
I'm glad you gave
those
them a
guys.
mention.
Yeah, they're just they're really bending over backwards to get the scene up.
So. That's good they have people like that. Do you know Jason Lipari?
No.
Shattering Silence.
Lydia Can't Breathe.
Yeah, you probably know who he is.
I know.
The band, too, probably.
Yeah.
You know those guys. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice fellas.
Yeah.
Good bunch.
Mixed up because there's so many guys.
Yeah. Jason has a radio show, I think he does. I want to give that a little plug for you, Jason. I think it's Sick Radio or...
Pusher J.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized who it was. He came out to see us at County Line February 1st or 2nd when we played down there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that was a good show. That was a Chris Marsh production show.
Yeah, I'll bet it was.
It was a lot of fun.
I missed that one.
We played with a group out of Texas called Hellstar. And they're an international band. They tour all over the world, and that was a good show. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But you know him from that?
The previous Wednesday, 2 days before, Ern played in Cocoa at the 321, and he was there, and we did an interview with him. Mm-hmm. Very nice guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
We chat a lot back and forth on Facebook and keep in touch. He's got his radio show. Gosh darn it, I think it's Wednesday night he has that radio show. That's pretty cool. Good job, Jason.
And I'd like to personally thank the guys from Ern for having patience with me and allowing me to work with them.
They've got a good guy right here. I can tell Dominic and the guys, even though I don't know them, but we are honored to have Chris here today. A good musician, good one from Brevard.
Yep, I'm originally I'm a native, born in Titusville.
Bingo.
Yeah, been here a long time.
A long time.
Yeah.
From your first band right up through.
Yep.
That's great. Well, thanks for being on the show today. I really appreciate it. We hope to have you back on the show again and bring Dominic or somebody that you can from the band. We would love to have him on the show.
One thing I'd like to mention is Fried Amps is endorsing URN, which is very nice of them. And
Fried Amps?
Fry It, formerly VHT, and sfdamps.com. And you can. There's quite a few artists on that list of Fried Amplification.
Wow, you guys got them as a sponsor?
Yeah.
Beautiful. That makes big difference. Helps a lot.
Steve Fry is a very good amp builder, and he's got some very high-end amps. They're nice. So,
excellent.
And
cool.
DR Strings is another company that we use exclusively, and excellent strings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good. That's great. I hope y'all heard that. The URN is the name of the band, and it's definitely a registered name. I know that. Great band. They're on Facebook. They're on Reverb Nation.
Yep.
They have their own .com.
You have to go to the Facebook URN Central, and it'll have a list of all the music.
Basic information's all right there for them to see. Yeah, they're on here. They've even got all your contact information for the band on Facebook. It's really easy to remember, URN, and they're coming out on Easter with a new video, so check that out. And before we sign off, watch the video as the show ends.
30-second teaser, 45-second.
We gave them a 45-second. I hope Dominic and them don't mind that, but I'm sure it's okay.
Exclusive teaser.
Exclusive?
Yeah.
Is this the first time it's being shown, maybe?
Yeah. There's pictures, but not the actual footage.
Watch it. It's at the end of the show, okay? It'd be 45-second teaser.
Yeah. Cast
in amber.
Correct.
Excellent. Watch it. Thanks again, Chris, for being on the show. I really appreciate you being here. GS Teaser. Don't forget about GS Teaser, Steve Murray and the guys, Zen 4.0, Sheila and the band, and Serge and Patrick. And the great drummer, I keep forgetting your name, sorry, but I'll make it up to you. Miriam Music. Don't forget.
Mike at Bruce. Florida Discount Music and Open Mics.
And Open Mics. Thank you, Mike, for coming aboard, and everybody else, come aboard. Let's support our local musicians like Chris and all the other 25-plus people I've had on the show. I'd like to
also give a shout-out to Parkinson's Disease Foundation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. You heard it. Thanks. God bless. There's something you learn from helping other people with their dreams that prepares you for your own. Remember that. Have a blessed and safe weekend. See you next Thursday inside thesoundwave.com. God bless you from the beaches of Indiana, Florida.
Yep, you're clear.